guys, I'm MWS and welcome back to episode numero 10 now of the FIFA 21 Grimsby Town to Glory. As welcome back, I hope you've had a glorious day. Yesterday was quite warm where I am living. Well, it's actually warm now, but you'll be seeing this tomorrow, so it all makes sense for me, as it would make sense if we win this first game. 4 games today, and you can see how huge they all are. It's Bristol City, yes, lower down in the leagues, but still a huge game because it is the round of 16 of the FA Cup, a trophy I would not mind going far in. Followed up by West Bromwich Albion, the baggies that we have to play at home. Then Tottenham, which we are going to play, we're going to simulate baggies as well. And then Chelsea at home. Tottenham beat us, of course. Chelsea managed to get a draw again, so they are huge teams to play. As we're going to get straight into this press conference, excited about today, with Attilia asking the first question. It's not really a question as well, it's just, dude, I love that awake it. I'd like to see it more. Hopefully you guys can agree, because if you do, I will try and slip into it a little bit more when we're away from home. Sometimes, because many teams don't play in black and white, I just automatically choose the home kit. So if you want to see that blue one, which I really regret not buying it in real life, I'll try and use it more in this save. It really did intrigue me, as George Ryan's question is you could go for Declan Rice, possibly put him in centre back. That's a great one, how he finished the last game. The only problem is West Ham, I mean, they are around us. If they finish above us, then I don't know if we could really poach him from West Ham. But of course, it was excellent when we played him last time out, and they've beaten us both times, so might be unrealistic to drag him down to our level, but we'll see what we can do. The final one, as always, football friendly. Thank you for always commenting, saying sign Benson from Burnley. Centre mid, who can move into centre back. Normally, I think he's low rated in this game, and I just dismissed this, but with Burnley being in the relegation places, that might not be a bad shout next season if they go to the Championship, getting a youthful player who has been at Grimsby in real life. I have seen him live score 2 amazing free kicks last season, so I won't mind actually poaching him to take on our journey. So here we go, let's get started straight after that conference as well into this Tuesday game. The problem with today as well is we don't have a week's rest except from West Brom to Tottenham, which is the international break. Tottenham and Chelsea same week. Bristol City and West Brom definitely the same week with back-to-back games. As I've already got the team sorted for this one, it is half weakened because of course I need to play players who won't play, but then again quite strong because I do want to go far in this competition with Gretterson in goal, the backup, Stacey at right back with Ayer still in, Mola still in, but Howard Bellish comes in at centre back with Smith on the left, Hove and Brandon Pope making his appearance fully, hopefully for the 90 minutes this game after his injury, with Brooks on the right, Osborne in cam. I'm actually going to switch them round actually, as Semenyo, Antonio Semenyo of course, is still up front. We've still got his main goal scorer who just fired them in against Manchester United. If you haven't seen the last one, please go ahead and watch this, as Bristol City at Blundell Park to go through in the FA Cup. And let's have a look at this Bristol City team. It's Dan Bentley in goal, Aidan Baldwin, Taylor Moore, Sandler, Viner and De Silva. They were a bit of a weird team last time we played them last season, so I don't know what to expect with Masiengo, Palmer and Holmes in the midfield, Mubele and Peter Gonzalez. I think it's very, very similar to the teams we've actually played as well when they've come to Blundell Park before, and we've gone to Ashton Gate. So I kind of know what to expect, but I don't know where I am in the Championship. I probably should have checked that. So it might be a bit of a weird game this. I don't know what to expect at all. I don't know if it's going to be a win, a defeat, or what, but I'd really like to get through to the next round as Osborne running onto the defender there. 5 at the back. I know they've played this formation for a while, so hopefully we can break it down. I think we in fact did hammer them at one point actually. I think we hammered them like 6-0, maybe at home, so that's good for us. As Semenyo, of course, against his old team. I think he came through the academy there as Pope keeps hold of the ball. Great ball through to Osborne as well. Needs to cross that back in, looking for Pope, just headed by the defender. More only as far as Hove, though, as the man's gone down in the box for us. Semenyo, though, keeps hold of it. Antonio Semenyo going the all way round, and he's going to put it in the bottom corner as we do lead against Bristol City here. 12 minutes in, it's a great finish against his former club, Antonio Semenyo. Look at this, drags it back past Moore, who couldn't clear it the first time, and I mean, maybe there's a shout for offside. Number 22, I think it's Brooks, who just jumps over it, maybe in the keeper's eye line, but I don't care. It's 1-0 to the good for us. But of course, no victory is certain in this competition as all. Christopher Ayer just stepped across to get it, and I want more. Not their defender that they have in centre-back, but I want more goals as Brandon Pope on a charge through the middle here is going to lay it off to Antonio Semenyo. One more onto Hove. Back to Semenyo through the middle, who I think is onside. Going to blast it first time! And it's in, but he is offside. A great goal from Antonio for his second, but it will not count. So we've got to keep on going ourselves as now Osborne with the ball. Pass it back into Stacey. Now we have to go to the left. So we're going to loft that over to Clinton Mola. Good touch onto Smith as well. Can Dan Smith do something in the town shirt? Yet to do it as he gives it inside to Hove, and it's just slotted home. It's just literally passed into the side netting. Dan Bentley, no chance. And we are 2 in front now. It seems like we're cruising a little bit. Maybe we could have played West Brom. Maybe we could have focused on the league. But, of course, I've gone for the FA Cup and it's paying off at the moment. Beautiful finish. I mean, Dan Bentley dived the right way. I think that's all he could have done. That far out. And that less time to react. I don't think he could have done more. As it is, Grimsby Town 2 now. And Osborne here with a little cutback with the ball through in the middle. Look how open Bristol are at the back. It could be 3 straight away. Oh, Semenyo tried to slow down to get inside of Felipe Sander as he just clears that out of play as well. But that is terrible decision making. But still, their defence is woeful. I've got to say, I'm sorry, Bristol, as that is a great turn from David Brooks. Could he join in? No, he can't. However, at half-time, I'm going to be very happy. Actually, maybe I won't be very happy. Christopher Ayer is on the deck. However, we could score again here. The other Norwegian, Hove, blasts it. But Ayer, I don't like that Ivan to come on. And I don't like that with my main centre-back being out now, the one who cost the most. However, Ivan's just gone up for the corner and scored with his first touch. That puts a little bit more glamour on things. I mean, we've just had a massive injury, but the substitute, Ivan, runs in the box and scores a header. I bet he ain't on the field 2 seconds, and he's just gone and done that. David Brooks with a great cross and at the front post between defender and goalkeeper. So we've gone from 2-0 up, a little drawback, and now to 3-0. At half-time, I think the only thing I can say is keep it up, as they have got a little chance here, but I don't really see anything coming of it. Get that away. Thank you, Clinton Mola. And, oh, Brooks has handballed it. Come on, David. You don't want to be giving away stuff like this. They're shouting for off. It's never going to be with a handball, as it's going to be a penalty. A little chance for Bristol to get back in before half-time. Not really suitable. Does Gretson make a hero for yourself? No, it's gone the other way, so bit of a dampener. It's a good penalty from Mubwele. It's 3-1 now, 4 goals in one half of football. Last time we had that was when we got 4 goals against us at the Molineux. As yet, 3-1, I'll take this at half-time. Should be 3-0, but hey-ho, what can you do? Straight back into second half action, I think. We need to try and get back in front by more goals. I want this to be a roughly 5-goal scoring game for us. I think that'd be good. Maybe asking a lot as Mubele's gone down. A free kick here. Oh dear. Another big injury for a team as they're going to make a change. I think Daihedu, is he the backup for him? I saw he was retiring at the end of the season as well. I don't know who's come on, but it's a free kick here for Palmer. Is he going to shoot? He is. It's Peter Gonzalez. It's on target. I did put a bit of a high margin for the goals in this half, as it looks like Bristol City haven't done yet. I mean, Ivan Conde Al-Salado with a good block, and oh, maybe they are done because their defence is woeful. Look at that. More dropping back all the way like he's talking to the keeper. Semenyo for another. And he puts it in the side netting. I mean, it's a gift of a goal. Not because they passed it to us, but their defence positioning was woeful. So Antonio Semenyo just pounces on that one. 4-1 in the FA Cup. It's a spectacle. I tell you what, them fans who bought tickets will not be disappointed. And Bristol City, like I said, not giving in. We're going to take another player off though, Hove, as Tommy Doyle comes onto the field. He's only getting 10 minutes at a time. To be fair, he doesn't complain, the Man City. Well, he was a Man City youth player. He's now our youth player. And yeah, I really expect that he doesn't just moan when he doesn't get played. As can we make it 5 goals? It's Smith on a run. Their defence is all over the place. Lewis Wing is forward. It's headed onto Semenyo for a chance for a hat-trick against his former club. And he gets it. Bottom corner. Past Dan Bentley. 5-1. Job done and dusted. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Wrapped up. We can go home now. Just pass it around the back for a couple of minutes. And it's a great hit into the bottom corner. Dan Bentley beaten 5 times on the day. And we are just cruising into the next round. And there we go. The full-time whistle. Really good performance from us there. A hat-trick hero in the making. As, yeah, we need to move on to the next 3 games that we have now. Starting off with a simulation. And I want to see who we've got next in the cup. Really good round. Hopefully an easy team. As the only team that's played actually is Manchester United against Swansea getting a win. We've got Everton, Brentford, West Ham, Villa, the Battle of the Clarence, Leicester, Newcastle, Spurs, Sheffield, Fulham, Leeds, and Brighton, Millwall. You know what? There ain't many big teams left in this. There's Spurs at the top 6, Man United, And that is it. No Chelsea, no City, no Liverpool. I mean, Spurs are top of the league, so they're going to be the hardest team. But still, a lot of them big teams that I struggle against aren't in this competition. That's actually really good for us. As Christopher Ayer, that is not good. Out for 4 weeks with a hyperextended knee injury. Just before we go into this West Brom game, yep, we're 15th in the Prem, doing okay for ourselves. But I want to see if the FA Cup's been announced. It's days later. Please say we don't have Spurs. We have Man United. Manchester United, I mean, I should have said Spurs or Man United. It's at home. We've beaten them twice this season, but that is the biggest game that we have got in the history of the club right now. Round 6, the quarter-finals. Win this, we've got a semi coming up, so it's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for it. And in fact, will that be today? It will be in today's episode. Okay, so Tottenham's disappeared. We have the Sim West Brom, then we have Manchester United in the Cup, followed up by Chelsea. Right, this episode's turned into a super heat one. I mean, of course it was going to be difficult Tottenham as well, but now it's got that incentive of a trophy at the end of it. So, we have Chevalier in net, this is for West Brom, Stacey, Ivan, Howard, Bellis and Mola, Todd Cantwell, Hove, Pope and Osborne with Brooks and Semenyo. I don't need to rest for this one, I just don't, because of course we've got a week after this to prepare for United. So please, get a win here. Dowell should be back, but I'm still keeping him out of the team as it's a quick simulation. Just get a win so we stay above them in the league. Is it going to be that? It is 3-0. Hove, Mola and Semenyo. As I'm going really quick because I am fixated on the FA Cup. So I've just simmed up to the day. I have just simmed up to the day as it's straight onto it. Straight onto it. Straight back to back. Of course, we usually play a reserve team. We just won 5-1 with one, but Man United, I know what beats them. I am taking 0 chances against the Red Devils. So Chevalier is back in goal. Sorry, Grayson. Great performance in the last one, but I mean, you did concede. We are going to be dropped with Stacey, Ivan, Howard, Bellis forced because of Ayer's injury, and Mola in the defence with Todd Cantwell back in, Hove, Pope and Brooks back on the right as Kieran Dowell, the captain, comes straight back in after his injury. An extra rest against West Brom with Antonio Semenyo up front, fresh off a hat-trick. If he does that again though, I will love him forever. He scores against Man United for fun as we have Manchester United in the semis, in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And I'm going to treat it like a must-win, because if we win this and Spurs maybe flop somehow or don't do as well, we're in for a big chance of silverware. There's the path. There's the path. Leeds United, please do us a favour. I will do you one by knocking Man United out if you can do it by knocking Tottenham out. I'm saying this though, I am saying this. It's of course not a guaranteed victory against United. We've beaten them twice in games that of course matter the league, but we're not really playing for a trophy in the league. So this is where I desperately want to win. As Man United, I'm guessing they've gone full strength. Lafont in the goal, Montiel, Ferro, who didn't do well against last time. I kept calling him Tero as well when I watched it back with Upamecano and Kyle Walker. Is that left back? I think it is. Yeah, it is, with Greenwood, Goncalves, Gardner and Rashford, Andreas Pereira and Tomas. I think that's rotated. That is definitely rotated. So we still do stand a chance. I mean, the defence is full strength, but we've got past them before with 3 goals either time. So let's get it. Thomas, I don't know what he has up front as well. Never played against him. As Semenyo messes up a pass straight away. Right, that's something we can't afford to do. Quick pace here at Blundell Park. We've got the home advantage as Thiago's Tomas has dropped back. He's got a man in front of him. We've slid in there. It's gone through from Gardner. Great save, Chevalier. And that's why he's back in between the sticks. Keeps them out in the early stages. Really needed that save as well. As Hove counter-attack it. Exciting game so far. Get that through to Todd Cantwell. Now cut back. Todd Cantwell does cut back, gives it to Hove, now onto Semenyo, who's out of the way, into Kieran Dowell to shoot, and just wide, but look at that, back to fourth, in a flash. Just got to keep on fighting though, just got to keep on fighting as Kieran Dowell now has the ball again, gives it out to Stacey. I don't think he has any Man United links, so we're going to try and make one then, as Upamecano, surely a handball there, it was on the ground, but gets it into Dowell. I don't want to just shoot for shoot's sake though, I want to try and get a good shot off here as Hove Gives it out wide. Now out to Cantwell again. Back into Hove. One more. Semenyo with a turn. We score usually from them kind of moves, but the finesse just didn't find its way past the defence here as Pedro Goncalves on the attack as well. This is a very, very fast-paced game. They've got the full Liga NOS lineup as well. Tomas Ferro as Rashford's passed us there. Going to slide in. Stacey. He was just in the attack and makes a great tackle. What a great block it was as Mola now gives it back into Hove. Hove across the field to Brandon Pope, who needs to try and run. Can we try and get a gap through the middle? We do. On to Dowell. Over the top. It's a bit high for Semenyo, who gets a header and he's just wide of the post. Oh, big chance for the main man up front, but just wide. Had to be on full stretch for that. And we have started really good against United. Oh, but no, don't do this to me, game. It's David Brooks who's down this time. We've lost Ayer, and now it looks like Brooks is on the deck as they keep on attacking though. We've got to defend with 10 men. Andreas Pereira gives it to Goncalves. Back to Pereira, around the corner, into Tomasi. Doesn't pass it to the man making the run as half an hour in. It's still level, but I hate that we've got an injury. I'm probably going to have to take him off in a bit. However, for now, he's going to have to try and jog it off. As I see you, Semenyo. I see you very far forward. And I see you on side, which I wasn't sure about at first. But he is. As he gives it into Brooks, just limping. Not going to sprint with him. Into Pope. Into Dowell. Onto Hove. Really good run from the Norwegian. Takes his man down and pokes it home. The keeper doesn't get there before. Johan Hove, as he scores against Manchester United for the second time running. Does the worm as well at Blundell Park. As that, although early on, could be sending us to a semi-final of a cup. Great little ball disguised in there. Defender can't clear it and poked in. Brooks, yes, we've lost him. Big loss, but we gain a lead. What is it with us and beating the Red Devils? As, of course, it's not over yet. Ooh, good ball, but Brandon Pope deals with it. Osborne, you're a bit more defensive, so maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise. Brooks going off. Now we can try and not sit back, but defend from the front a little bit more. As Walker gives it to the side. Don't get how they've got him from the rivals. Still going though. Into Thiago Thomas. Into the box. No handballs here, but also no goals conceded as Gardner, a player I was looking at signing myself, blocked. And ref just gives us a half-time whistle. I will honestly settle for it now. Todd Cantwell with a dodgy touch. Gets around his man though. And maybe we could have something more, but the referee blows the whistle. I mean, I don't know if that was good or not because we might have been on an attack, but it looked like it was on the road to nowhere. 1-0 against Manchester United at half-time at Blundell Park. Absolutely no changes. I can't afford them now. I've already made one. So please, second half, just be the same. Man United starting off the second half here at the back with Dayo Upamecano bringing it forward. Pedro Goncalves forward now onto Montiel, a right back I have literally never heard of. So I haven't really expected much of him, and he hasn't really proved much, so that's good on our part, as that's a great ball through to Thomas. We've slid in there, just tagged onto the ankle of the man, as Rashford does have a run on, though. 90 rated Marcus, as that's across the box. Really good ball, Goncalves to Greenwood, and Chevalier can't save it. Straight through the hands of the keeper, and Mason Greenwood makes it level. I don't know if it's going to be third time lucky, as that's a great ball. That one there from Gardner straight across the field was amazing. But Chevalier though, Chevalier possibly, well, I don't think possibly, I think should be saving it. It's like a driven shot from a really tight angle that sneaks in. You shouldn't let them sneak in. Oh, and De Thomas has stole it off Ivan straight after their goal. He's going to chip us as well, and no, it's gone from bad to worse. Man United take a lead. I did not expect that coming at all. It's Ivan who's just lost control of the ball and conceded us that goal. That is terrible. Oh, I don't know how that's happened. I don't want it to happen, but it has done. Look at that. It's just a mistake from one of our own players and chipped straight over the keeper. Now we've got a challenge for ourselves. Thiago Thomas, the striker I did not expect anything from, puts United in front with, and I guess it's action stations. We need everyone flooding forward for the last 20 minutes. I don't want to go out of this. I really feel like FA Cup fever is on for me, but Andreas Pereira dispossesses us there in the middle. Now it's down to 15 minutes. Send the defence up, please. Just send them up as Osborne has a tackle in there. Semenyo round the corner onto Dowell. Dowell just battling with Upamecano. Gutting, really. Gutting. We took the lead in this. I could see a semi-final on the horizon at Wembley Stadium, but we've bottled the chance to do so. Unless we could be really, really good in the last couple of minutes. Do a Portsmouth, boys. Come on, as that ball's into Stacey. Stacey with a shot, and Lafont saves it. That really needed to go in from the right back, as even Chevalier's up for this one. Corner was a good one, but only whipped out as far as Mason Greenwood. Don't let him score. Don't let him score. Chevalier's out of his goal. Greenwood with a big touch, but we've still managed to get the ball back as Clinton. Mola, of course, is so inconsistent. One day is alright, one day is bad, and that's a rough tackle, but I think it's going to be a rough result anyway. As just one added minute left, we definitely don't have time for a comeback. Kieran Dow with the ball whacked up towards Semenyo, but that's it. Man United, the one of two teams left which were above us, have beaten us. The only time we didn't want to get beaten by them, or the only time it really mattered that we win, we don't. And we're out of the FA Cup in the quarterfinals. Still, it's a good run. But it's still so frustrating. Millwall beating Leicester for a place at Wembley, as of course United beating us 3-1, and Everton beating Aston Villa. We have a good record against Everton as well. So frustrating that we didn't get the result there. Then again, Spurs might still go through. We could have got them and could have got beaten by them. So we'll get that over his heads, and now we have a Premier League to focus on, as we are in 15th, playing Chelsea next, who are in 12th, but do have a game in hand, but are only 3 points above us. So if we win this, sure, they'll still have a game in hand, but we'll be on the same points as the Blues. This one is at Blundell Park as progressment. I don't care at the moment, but David Brooks out for 4 weeks. It's a sprained knee, not a hip like Ayer, as our players are literally dropping like flies from the FA Cup run. It's like they only get injured in the FA Cup. It's made it so difficult now going into Chelsea. It's made it so difficult with the injuries. As look at that as well. Semenyo is now joint top scorer of the Premier League. I really hope we don't lose him soon, but with that record, I honestly can see it happening. Don't like to say it, as I don't like to say we've got to take Brooks out as well because of a bad injury. So I'm going to try this. Todd Cantwell isn't shooting much with his oncoming right foot, so I'm going to try and put him on his left foot on the right, with Chevalier in goal, Stacey, Ivan, Howard, Bellis and Mola, with Dan Smith coming back in. Still want to get the best out of him at left midfield, with Hove and Pope in central midfield, Cantwell on the right, Dal supporting Semenyo up front. This one is not a must-win, I'll be honest, but it's a good chance to catch Chelsea up and try move away from the relegation zone into more of a comfortable mid-table. And Chelsea, let's have a look how they line up. Every game at Blundell Park today. Mendy, Corona, Soule, Varane and Gaia, so they've got a new centre-back in town with Ziyech, Bakayoko and Loftus-Cheek. I mean, that's not very strong. Lozano, Kubo and Timo Werner on the left. That's weird. No Immobile, no Lenglet, no Havertz, all on the bench. No Mason Mount as well, or no even Billy Gilmore, who we've looked at signing before. So, a rather weird Chelsea lineup. I can actually see why they're down in, I think it was 12th, wasn't it? Yeah, probably quite a strong rated team, of course, with a lot of youth players probably being at their highest potential, like Kubo and everything. But still, to rotate that much and have that much of a different team the first time we played them, it's just a completely different defence as well, and midfield, so you can tell they just haven't settled anything with all the change. No wonder they're down where they are. As Hakim Ziyech, though, proves why they probably should be higher. Okay, so that's just happened. Hakim Ziyech chipping Chevalier literally 2 centimetres away from his own line. How has he managed that then? How has he managed to chip you from there, Chevalier? It's really good from the right centre midfield. They're all playing out of position, but looks like nothing's going to stop them. Chelsea already 1-0 up. And we've got the ball going around us here again. Hakim Ziyech with the back heel into Loftus-Cheek. Great little tackle. But Hakim Ziyech, he's absolutely running the show for Chelsea. I mean, he did take a dodgy touch there, which gives Howard Bellis a chance to try and bring the ball out from the back, as we usually do. So hopefully we can punish them. Semenyo with a good pass into Hove. Terrible touch. Nicolas Soule deals. And Take Kubo back on the ball. Great cut inside of the defender there. Howard Bellis. Good tackle. But it's still going to fall back to Kubo, who manages to run onto it again and make it 2 for Chelsea. I mean, these are a different outfit to last time we played them. 100%. 2-0 to the Blues, and it's just terrible. How have we managed to concede like that? I have no idea. Into the bottom corner, straight past Chevalier, and now we've got a big task on his hands. Can I score 3 at home? And if you know me, you know I definitely play better away from home. I don't know what it is, as Irving Lozano has the ball, tries to get a cross in though, and Mola does block it onto Dan Smith. I mean, he isn't really the outlet I'd hope for on that wing, as now it's in the middle again to Kubo. Just rides that slide tackle, rides that tackle to perfection. Irving Lozano turns back to Kubo, and it's 3. This is disgusting football. I don't know what's happening. I mean, Chelsea, yeah, they've got a good team, but still, it's 3-0 within half an hour. This is like Brighton when we played them early on in the season, but I don't see a stop. I don't see anything that's going to stop these goals. It's no different to the lineup. Of course, Christopher Ajer and Brooks both out. Brooks doesn't make a defensive change, and Ajer does, but we've gone a season without Ajer, or half a season, so it shouldn't really make a difference. Chelsea, absolutely dominant. Loftus-Cheek almost finds a ball through to Hakim Ziyech again. I think it's just damage limitation, to be fair, that we go to, because a result out of this looks near enough impossible. We have not played well at all. This is probably the furthest we've got up the field without getting tackled, as Hope does have a ball in there to Pope, though. And Pope with a good touch. And Brandon Pope gets the first goal back from injury. Right, that's good. Just get the ball, though. Actually, no, don't get the ball. We're going to skip it on. Yes, it's going to be half-time, but at least that's a bit more comforting. It has been terrible, but at least we've got a goal to show for ourselves. We haven't been nilled, and maybe a little outlet back into the game. But honestly, after that first half, that just looks like the luckiest goal on earth, because we have been utterly humbled. And I think it is going to carry on the same way. Looks like Take Kubo, though, might not be getting his hat-trick. He is injured in the middle of the park. A lot of injuries going on today as Timo Werner plays a 1-2 with Kubo, who's back on his feet, and no, comeback definitely not on. It's 4-1 Chelsea, and you know when Timo Werner scores against you, you are in trouble. Great hit from Timo Werner. It just threw me off that he got straight back on his feet, did Kubo, having the game of his life as it's put past us, and it's turning into embarrassment again. It's a good job we scored the goal. And Takefuso Kubo still challenging for more. He's got an injury and we just completely took him out as well. That's not good. As Newcastle's the game up next, so in the next episode, they're a team we usually get a result against when we are down. Of course, did it the first time round. As it's a free kick, Hakim Ziyech. Far out, Chevalier has to palm it the side. I knew that had power on it, but bloody hell, take his hands off, why don't you? Hakim, as Hakim and Kubo have just run this show. Corner ball comes in. Luckily it's cleared though, but still no danger averted. Into Werner, and it's 5. I'll add Werner to that list. 5-1. It's like Bristol did to us at home, and Timo Werner on for a hat-trick. You just don't know what's happening. But surely, number 29, Kai Havertz, were in the goalkeeper's eye line. Surely it was. I complained about that at the start of the episode. Deja vu. And I think I'm 99.99% sure that it's not going to be a draw or a win for us right here, like we did get a draw at Stamford Bridge. But that's a good interception from Ivan, with a good ball through as well onto Lewis Wing. Just put him on, because I'm just ringing the rotational bells right here. 20 minutes to go and we are not in the game. And here's Todd Cantwell. Definitely, yep, not a right midfielder. That kind of stroke of genius I thought I was having, not paying off at all, as it's out to Stacey again. Just don't have the link up. Stacey and Brooks do, however. He's got the ball inside now. Goes for a shot. No handball. Blocked with the leg. And it's really about damage limitation. That's the only time we've come forward in the second half, as Kubo, again, tackled by Howard Bellis. Had to be careful. Nutmeg as well on towards Dowell. Can we get another goal back for ourselves? It's a good one into Lewis Wing. Hasn't got a Premier League goal yet and still won't, although he's got the header. And he does. I sound happy, really. I'm happy for Wing, but of course not for the result. And not watching the replay, as that is the full-time whistle immediately after. 5-2. I hear a couple of boos in there, which, yeah, fair enough, are allowed. But then again, it's Chelsea. It's Chelsea. Boys, we're Grimsby Town. We're in League 2 in real life. We're getting relegated to the National League. Be a bit more lenient on us. I do understand the frustration, but still not that much frustration. They're a good team. As we stay in 15th at the end of the episode, 2 points away now from Southampton, but Fulham we have a huge gap on. So relegation, I think, is kind of out the picture. So yippee, we're probably not going to go down, but still, it's not as good as we probably could have if we would have turned some of these draws and losses, which we shouldn't really lose, into wins. We would be up there, I think, at mid-table, which we really wanted to be at, as Newcastle, Burnley, Liverpool and Tottenham rearranged is the next month, then 4 games after that, and then after the next 2 episodes, we are on to season number 7. Jeez, you guys are still supporting at season 7. That is absolutely amazing to think about. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode right here. Thank you all for watching. I've been MWS. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel to see more of this content. Hopefully got something new cooking up as well. As, yeah, just thank you. Just a big thank you at the end of this episode, as I will see you all in a bit. Stay safe, take care, and peace.